What's up, everybody? Old Dazzling Dave. Today we're in the kitchen. The last video I put out, I was getting ready to go deer hunting. About 3 hours after that, I ended up shooting a doe. So we're going to do a little jerky today. I'm going to show you how I do my regular jerky and then how I do my hot and spicy jerky. Now, it's been about 3 years since I made a big batch of jerky like this. So hopefully we'll get it going good and it'll taste all right. Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I know Christmas is around the corner. If y'all got any deer meat or beef or anything you want me to make some jerky for stocking stuffers, hit me up, let me know, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Alright, so we're going to get started here today. This first batch I'm going to make is just the regular. Get our gloves on here. Alright, so what I've already done here, so I already got the deer meat sliced thin. I trimmed all the fat off of it prior to shooting this video. Basically, you just want little chunks like so, fairly thin, not too fatty. The more fat you're going to have on it, the more chewy it's going to be. So, just note that. If y'all hear the dogs barking here in a minute, there's a UPS truck out there. I apologize. We will go ahead and get started here. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is a little Dale seasoning. If you've never had this stuff, it's pretty good. Really good on steaks. It's good for a marinade. It's just kind of a binder. Same time, it adds a lot of flavor. That's just however much you want. Now, granted, this stuff has a salty flavor to it, so if you don't like the salty flavor, you do have a low sodium. Doesn't have as bad salt flavor in it. So we got our dill seasoning. I'm gonna put a little garlic powder in there, and it's to taste. All this is just to taste. If you like garlic powder, put a little more. If you don't like it as much, a little less, obviously. I just give it a good coating here. About 2 times with a steady hand across the bowl. We're going to bring in a little onion flavor to it. Same thing, just to taste. Now, granted, as many of you know, the garlic has much more of an overwhelming flavor than the onion. So I like to go a little lighter on that. Alright. Here we just got some old black pepper. And I'll be honest with you, I guess it is open. Let's go over here to the shaker portion. A little bit of black pepper here. Not too awful much. Like I say, this is not the spicy version of it. And a little salt. Now granted, we've already put the Dales in there, so it's already going to be a little salty. So I don't put a lot of it in here, just to sprinkle, just kind of tenderize the meat. Alright, now we have all that in our mixing bowl here. Just going to simply just mix it up. Let all those flavors come together. Give it a good mixture here. Has everybody been enjoying the videos that I started putting out back, I guess it's been about a year now since I've been doing these. Comment below, let me know what you want to see more of. Many of you know I don't have a kayak anymore. I traded it in on a 57 Orlando Clipper, 23 foot boat. Been taking it out a lot. We're just going to set this aside. I'm going to grab another bowl real quick. We're going to do the hot and spicy. Alright, we got another mixing bowl here. Now, something I wanted to mention. When I make jerky, I always do my hot and spicy on the dehydrator last. And I'll tell you why. remnants of the spice will be on your trays when you go to make your second batch or however many batches you're making. Therefore, it kind of taints everything. So you're going to get multiple batches of the same flavor. So I like to do my spicy last. That way, there's nothing else going in after, and I can clean my trays real good. Now we're going to get to talking about the dehydrator here in just 1 minute. Right now, we're just going to throw the rest of these deer meat in the mixing bowl here. And when we deboned it, we got a lot of flank steak. I got about 2 gallon bags full of flank steak to make for the jerky. Something I didn't see here. I'll just give me 1 minute here. Alright, so what I'm doing here is, as you can see, this is a fairly wide piece. What I'll do is I'll take my J.L. Higgins fillet knife here. Make a nice little slice to get a good strip. Get 2 good strips out of that flat piece. I'll do that on these other 2. I have this on a drying rack, an air drying rack right now over the sink. After I cut it, so that's all you're really wanting, just little strips. After I cut it up and cleaned it up, I put it on this drying rack. That way any of the moisture will go ahead and drip off. If anybody's ever used a J.L. Higgins fillet knife, you know how sharp they are, so you gotta be really careful. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so, spicy version. This is what I like to do for my spicy version. We're going to start off with the Dales again. Alright, we got our Dales in there. It's basically going to be the same batch as before, but a little spicier. So you got your onion. If you notice I'm using a little bit more, it's because we got more of the spicy, more meat for the spicy than we do the regular. People seem to like it better. Garlic. Alright, here's where we get a little crazy. We're going to do some basic stuff here real quick. Sprinkle of salt. Sprinkle of black pepper. It's hard to open these things with my gloves, I'm sorry. Now, when it comes to black pepper, we're going to go a little heavy with that, okay? Like I said, this is going to be the spicy version. Ground cayenne pepper. A little bit goes a long way. So, just keep in mind, when I add mine, I'm only going to put just a touch of this in there because I'm using a lot of other spicy stuff. Just a wee bit of cayenne. A lot of people see this in stores and stuff when they go to buy jerky, and I use the same thing on mine. Crushed red pepper. If you order from Pizza Hut, places like that, you know, you get a little packet of it. Well, they sell it in the store too. Well, here's the problem with the ones in the store. Little bitty holes, big old flakes. Pop that lid off there. Go ahead and get your hands shaking a little bit before you get started. There we go. Now, this stuff here will kick your butt. This is ground habanero, ground reaper, ground cayenne, ground dry, all dried peppers, by the way, when I say ground. So you got habanero, jalapeno, reaper, banana, some paprika, garlic, and onion. This is my super duper sweet heat right here. The reason I call it sweet heat is because there is a little bit of sugar in there, a little bit of pink sugar in there. This stuff right here will set you up. Now, if I get to sneezing, I'm sorry, but let me tell you, this stuff here is muy caliente to our neighbors to the south. Alright, there it is. Give me a minute. Sorry. Every time. Ooh. Okay. Mix that up. Oh, it'll clear you out, I'm telling you. Now you got your hot. Now you got your regular. There's your hot. As you can tell, a lot of it, I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, already has your pepper flake on it. Good stuff. Alright, hang with me real quick. I'm going to set both of these in the refrigerator, get them chilled. But only going to marinate about 20-30 minutes. We'll throw them on the dehydrator. If I can find a spot over here. Y'all just hang with me. We'll do some more video stuff here in just a second. As soon as I find room for all this, these big bowls in our refrigerator here. I think we're in the money right there. Maybe. We'll just set these right here. And this over here. I'm probably going to get some haters on y'all for saying, oh, you should already have that done. Well, I'm sorry I didn't. Alright, so now we got all that squared away. I want to talk a little bit about this dehydrator. Let me get this out of the view of the camera. So this dehydrator, so we've been in this house now for about 3 years. So about 4 years ago, maybe 3, I had a dehydrator. No, we brought it to this house. It was 3 years ago. And wasn't paying attention one afternoon and doing some jerky on it. Thing caught on fire, burned up, melted my trays. So I got to thinking, I was like, you know, I got a freezer full of deer meat now. I'd like to make some more jerky. And I know I've talked to a few people. They said they want to see me make some jerky too. And just looking at the time there, so about 2 o'clock we'll make another video here. I'm throwing it on the dehydrator. So anyhow, I went to Academy Sports this morning down in Hickory. Got to looking around and said, you know, hey, they got dehydrators 50% off. Game winner 6-tray dehydrators, usually $100. I got it for 50. So I picked one of those up this morning. If you're in the market for a dehydrator, head on down to your local Academy and pick you one up. Like I say, I think it's a Christmas special or something. So that'll be about it on this one, and there'll be a part 2 and possibly a part 3 of the jerky making. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just let me know down below, and we'll try to address them best we can. Till next time, old Dazzling Dave here signing off. Y'all get them hooked.